Hello, fifth graders, and welcome to Language Arts for today. For today, you will need your white binder and a pencil. So go ahead and get those things and then come on back and join me. As I indicated yesterday, we're going to be working today on turning our writing map into a final draft, okay? So you're going to be writing and you're also going to be editing your paragraphs today. So I guess I should have said paper. If you don't have loose leaf paper, I would pause and get that as well right now. So those of you who did your homework yesterday, you submitted pictures of this work. And so I gave some general feedback. I didn't necessarily point out everything that possibly could have been wrong about your writing map, but I did try to point out if I noticed like you clearly didn't have enough written, or it seemed like you had written maybe about something altogether wrong. So I'm not, just because you submitted this work and I didn't tell you to correct anything doesn't mean necessarily that it's perfect. But that's part of what we're going to work on today is the editing process as well. So step one for today, you have a writing map, you have paper, okay? So you're going to take what you did on this writing map, both sides, and you're going to write this as a final draft form on a piece of paper. So you're taking those thoughts and you're putting them together as two paragraphs in final draft form, okay? No, it does not have to be in cursive, okay? But there are some things that it does need to do. And so in your packet, you should also be finding this two-part sheet, right? So there's this part that's your editing checklist, and then there's this part that says, I'm going to use this rubric to grade your paragraph. You don't necessarily have to do anything with this part of it, but I want you to see it. I want you to know the guidelines that I'm going to be using to grade this paragraph. So with that in mind, I'm going to flip you around. I'm going to show you, walk through the rubric with you, and then talk about our editing checklist as well. Okay? So you're going to notice the things that I will be grading you on. For topic sentence, I'm going to grade you on whether or not you followed the format that I gave to you on the writing map. For supporting sentences, did you use two specific textual examples that demonstrate the theme? Remember, and that could be quotes, but you can get those from your themes chart. Did you explain how the examples answered the question in parentheses? And then remember, it's the question that was in parentheses. So did you answer these questions that we underlined in pink? Do you explain why the theme is valuable or worth considering? So for your supporting sentences, you can earn up to 3 points. 2 points for your topic sentences, 3 each for supporting. Your concluding sentence. Did you use a transitional word or phrase? Did you restate the main idea of the topic sentence? And did you say something new or interesting that relates to the overall topic of the paragraph? So making sure that whatever you add as your something interesting should really tie in with the rest of the paragraph, not just be a random thought kind of out of nowhere, okay? Grammar, I'm not grading you on everything, but these are the things I'm looking at. Did you indent your paragraphs? Did you follow, fifth graders, I'm sorry. This is what happens when I try to get things ready on the fly. I'm not going to do all capitalization rules, but I am going to say, did you capitalize? So did you follow capitalization rules, specifically that you capitalize the first word of every sentence, okay? Did you end with end marks? Did you follow those fifth grade homework expectations, which really have to do with your heading that we've talked about? And then did you eliminate the use of the word I? Okay. And so we're going to be working, this is kind of our new building off of point for this writing assignment. It's taking the first person out of our academic writing. So not saying I or me or my. Some types of writing, that's appropriate, but for academic writing, we're going to take out the use of I, me, and mine. Okay, so you want to eliminate the use of that. And then finally, 5 to 8 sentences per paragraph. So you'll see paragraph 1 is worth 10 points. Paragraph 2 is worth 10 points for a total of 20 points. This is a 20-point assignment. So it is a big assignment. But if you walked through everything with me yesterday, you should be ready to go. So what does that mean? You've got 2 columns, okay? One column is for paragraph 1, the other is for paragraph 2, and you need to go through as you're editing and answer these questions. So did I follow the topic sentence format given on the writing map? Yes or no? I would go all the way through paragraph 1 and then go back and do paragraph 2. Supporting sentences. Did I write at least 3 of them? Remember, your supporting sentences go between your topic sentence and concluding sentence. So do you have at least 3 of those? Did I use 2 specific examples from the text? So I need to know exactly what part of the text you're referring to in your examples. Did I explain how the examples answer the question that was in parentheses on the writing map? Did I explain why the theme is valuable or worth considering? Then we move to the concluding sentence. Did I have a transitional word or phrase potentially? Did I restate the main idea of the topic sentence? Did I say something new or interesting that relates to the topic? So these are the 3 parts of any concluding sentence this year. Finally, I'm going to cross out all, but really we're looking at, did I follow capitalization rules specifically? Did I capitalize the first word of the sentence? Did I use end marks at the end of every sentence? Did I indent my paragraphs? Did I follow the 5th grade homework expectations, which for now we're just going to say, did you include your name on it? And did I eliminate the use of I, me, my, mine? Okay? So if the answer to any of these is no, then that tells you you need to go back and edit your paragraphs. Okay? So I would read through paragraph 1. I would really edit this. I would then go back and do paragraph 2 and edit it again. And again, it doesn't do you any good to not even read your paragraph and be like, yeah, done, right? Just because you circled yes, I said this before, doesn't mean it's like a mind control device and then I agree with you because you said it, so it must be true, right? I'm actually going to read the paragraph. So you want to be circling yes and feeling really good about that, knowing that you did in fact do that. Because then if that's the case, right, if you did it, then you should feel ready. You should know that you've kind of achieved what it is that you're looking at achieving for this writing assignment. So to really kind of go back over this, your first step is going to be to take the work that you did on this writing map and write it out in sort of paragraph form on a piece of loose leaf. That's the other thing. Okay. So the margins, we kind of talked about not writing in the margins, which is a little trickier since you're not turning in work to me, but that would be the other 5th grade homework expectation. So you're going to make sure your name is on it. You're going to indent. You're going to write this out. Okay. And then once you've written this out and you feel like you've done your best work, again, it does not have to be in cursive, then you're going to take this editing checklist, you're going to go over your work, and you're really going to make sure that it is your best effort for your best work, okay? When you're done, you will submit a picture of your final draft, and that's what I'm going to look at as I'm grading using this rubric, okay? Yes, you may type, as long as you follow all the same guidelines. So if you're typing, you need to make sure you're capitalizing the first word of the sentence and using end marks. You need to make sure you're indenting, okay? You need to make sure you're doing all those things, even if you type. That's fine, okay? That's your goal for the day. You're going to write that final paragraph, and then you're going to edit it. And when you're done, you're going to submit it for me to grade and take a look at. So if you have questions about anything that I've said, of course, visit me during office hours or send me a message. But I'm looking forward to seeing your writing. It's been a while since I've seen one of your formal paragraph writing assignments, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. All right, good luck, 5th graders.